Give me a quick video thought process on Doge from this low right here to this high. We have this fib pool, and then we have one from, I believe, with a 15-minute time frame to see just a tighter retrace. But looking at this, looking really nice. It moved a whole bunch the past day. But if we come down to the 15-minute time frame, we can see, and we're going to zoom in over here. In order to short, we need a break of a low. So for example, this was the low that we needed to break, and it did not happen. Then as it's coming up, this would be the first low, but I mean, it's pretty weak. So it could come down here and then start going up. So this is a pretty weak low. Next low that we would need to break is this one. We wouldn't necessarily enter if it breaks this, because again, this is really weak as far as, for a short. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for strength. Strength and weakness. This is showing really good strength. It is trying to go up. It could roll over, but it went up here, came down, and then it fought. So if it loses this area of a good fight, then it's good for a short. And we can see here, it never came back to it. Again, all this is really easy to do after the fact. Then here is the next level. This is the better level, but this is level 1, level 2. The more levels you have, the more confluence you have, or stuff that agrees with each other, that it might be a good time to reverse. Sometimes we just get pullbacks. Then here, it broke below this, but it did not break below this one. And it not only that, but it bounced up again. So now it's going up and up and up. So now in order to short, it's going to be this level, and then still doesn't do it. Now this, I really wouldn't, it's kind of dangerous doing it here because it's showing strength. If it rolls over, it might roll over to this to bounce up. When I have really nice pivots, sometimes we take these, it's higher risk. It's like a level 1, it's higher risk. But if the price would have come down like this, where it comes down, comes up, and then it breaks this level, this is strong. And hopefully you're not getting confused by me saying strong or weak, but this is stronger for the move down because it came down and it showed strength to go up, and then it couldn't hold that strength. So that's what I mean when I'm referring to strong and weak. Sometimes I'll say the same thing, but the opposite way, because I'm thinking the opposite now. So hopefully you'll understand that. So here we have from the 15-minute time, the pull for this extension leg. So of course, the smaller the extension legs, the smaller the pulls, the tighter the levels that you're looking for. Same thing here as far as getting the possible short. This would be the first level 1, but again, we could bounce here, come up. Let's see here. This one would be our level that we're looking for. And again, at any of these, if they come up and they roll over, they could potentially maybe bounce here. But it just depends on what these pivots look like. Depends on, what we're going to be seeing. And it's really hard to kind of show you all this with when the candles didn't do that scenario. And that's why it's really important, like the thousands and thousands of charts that you see, the more likelihood it is that something might happen just because you've seen it so many times. Then it goes up. We want to short if it breaks this, again, level 1, kind of higher risk. Again, it can bounce anywhere. Then let's see here. This one so here it's showing strength. It pulls back barely, and it's showing a lot of strength. Pulls back barely, showing a lot of strength. If it were to roll over, because of this strength that it's showing, when it pulls back, we're looking for a potential bounce here. If it were to come down a lot, then up, then breaking this level that showed, because it stopped. It stopped the momentum of it coming down, and that's where I look at my strength. It came down really hard, but it stopped, and it's showing a lot of strength because it didn't go lower. It started coming up, but then it couldn't hold that strength. So now what I'm looking for a short is this on the 15-minute time frame. So if the candle breaks below 0.29241, looking for a short. And the first area that I would look for, it would be the smaller pull, which would be about right here. And I'd have my target just a little bit higher. That's if it breaks. And then, of course, my next target would be above the 0.5. And then my next target would be about the 618. Ooh, had a sneeze coming. But that would be this target. And then the larger target would be from this larger pull. So here would be the 382 all the way down here at the 786. So hopefully it continues to roll over if it rolls over. And the reason I'm looking at this is because, well, it's gone up so much. 2, we're in the weekend. And 3, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it pulled back and coming up. And now, it's where we're looking to see potentially either a rollover to come and break this or for it to break up. So again, we're just kind of watching these coins, just kind of seeing the stuff that we see and potentially taking a short. Now, even if this short were only, if we did the pull from here to here, if it only pulled back to maybe the golden pocket, 0.5, then we can kind of see it come here. Like, let me show you. So if it comes down and then it goes up and then it comes down and it goes up, there's a very high chance we're going to get stopped out. And it's going to continue going up, continue doing what we've been seeing. However, if it does this number and then it rolls over and it breaks this, okay, good. There's a really high chance that we're going to get these targets. Hopefully all this makes sense. Let me know in the comments. I do thank you very much. Of course, always smash the like button, and we will see you on the next video. As always, take care. Don't be looking at all these other traders that are posting all these results, because, again, they're posting a bunch of charts, guys. Take these safer trades. Could we trade anything? Sure. I mean, let's look at hype. Could you long here? Sure. But for me, I mean, it's the weekend. 2, it's already moved pretty nicely already. Let's wait for that retrace. Now, it did retrace barely, but let's wait for that retrace. Right now is not the time to be entering these trades once they've already moved. Same thing with Solana. Solana, we're waiting for that retrace. There's quite a few coins that we're waiting on, and it's just because they moved already. And we don't want to enter these coins that have already moved. ENA, this was a nice one. We're in this one, actually, where it pulled back, started coming up, and then now let's see if it continues that strength. This is what we want. We want to see this. All right, that's all I got. I do thank you guys very much, and we will see you on the next video. If you want, you can get into these trades. You can scale in. You can enter a quarter here or a half here. And so just in case it does continue taking off. Now, the only thing I'm worried about, I know I've already said bye like 5 times. The only thing I'm worried about is this rollover. If this rolls over, it's going to pull back all the alts. All right, so I got. Thank you so much. Take care.